Good morning. Today we move on to something different, something very passionate and lies in my heart, something I have experienced in my lifetime. If you already know, I am an information technology master student, still learning because knowledge is power, and today I will talk about from work to systems, what we don't notice until it breaks. There's something I've noticed across different projects, different teams, different stakeholders. We introduce a system, everyone is excited, there's structure, dashboards, automation, everything looks right. But a few weeks in, you start hearing the same things. The system is slow, this tool is not working, we need something better. And at first, it sounds like a technology problem. But when you sit down and really observe the work, you realize something else is happening. There's a pattern I've seen across projects. Different teams, different stakeholders, different tools. We build something, a system, a workflow, a platform. On paper, it makes sense. In meetings, it sounds aligned. In presentations, it looks complete. But when it goes live, things start shifting. Not collapsing, just not delivering what we expected. At first, the reaction is predictable. Maybe the system needs improvement. Maybe we need another tool. Maybe IT didn't capture everything. But when you step back and really analyze it, the issue is rarely the system itself. It's the thinking that went into it. Every project operates on 3 layers, whether we acknowledge it or not. 1, understanding people. 2, structure process. 3, execution technology IT. We tend to invest heavily in the 3rd layer, but the first 2 are where the real outcome is decided. Let's look at angle 1. Role versus responsibility. People are assigned roles, yes, but responsibility is often assumed, not defined. So what happens? Work moves, but ownership doesn't. Decisions get delayed because no one is sure who should make them. Systems get used passively instead of intentionally. And then we say the system is not working. But the system is waiting for decisions that were never clearly assigned. Let's look at angle 2, process versus interpretation. We say there is a process, but ask 5 people to explain it, you'll get 5 versions. That's where fragmentation starts. One team inputs what they think is required, another team processes based on their own understanding, a third team measures outcomes without full context. Now the data exists, but it's not reliable. And IT cannot fix that because IT depends on consistency. Let's look at angle 3, data versus meaning. We capture a lot of data in systems, but data without structure is just noise. If fields are not standardized, inputs are not validated, and context is missing, then reports look complete, but don't tell the truth. Automation runs, but not accurately. Decisions are made on partial understanding. So again, the system is functioning, but the meaning behind the data is weak. Let's look at angle 4, multi-stakeholder reality. This is where it gets more complex. Different stakeholders come in with different priorities. One focuses on speed, another on accuracy, another on compliance, another on reporting. All valid. But if these are not aligned before building the system becomes a compromise, not a solution. The core truth that you may want to know: information technology is not a creator of value on its own, it is a multiplier of clarity. And this is where the comparison to AI becomes real. It doesn't correct poor logic. It doesn't challenge unclear roles. It doesn't question inconsistent input. It simply scales whatever it is given. Let's think together on this today. So what actually drives value in an organization or business? Not the tool, not the system, but this sequence. Number 1, clarity of roles, who owns what, decisively. Number 2, clarity of process, one shared version, not interpretations. Number 3, clarity of data, what is required and why. Then number 4, information technology IT, to structure, automate, and scale it. When this order is respected, systems become powerful. When this sequence and order is reversed, systems become expensive placeholders. My final thought on this topic: I've stopped asking, is the system working? The better question is, did we align on the work before we tried to digitize it? Other better questions are we feeding the system with structured, intentional input? Do all stakeholders see the same version of the process? Because at the end of the day, the system will always deliver. The real question is, what exactly did we ask it to deliver? Thank you for listening. My emphasis is simple. Before we improve systems, we need to improve how we understand our work, because clarity is the real infrastructure behind everything we build.
Thank you once again. Hope you learned something. Goodbye. God bless you always. See you next time.